Hi there, Damien from Gridmo. In this video, we're going to go through best practices for file and model management on the Gridmo platform. Why? Well, Gridmo is designed to quickly allow you to rerun studies when inputs or designs change. To do that quickly and efficiently, there are a couple of tips which I'll go through over the next few minutes in order to make that as easy as possible. Let's switch to Explorer and get started. On screen, we've got Windows Explorer. I've got a couple of folders to go through, but I'm going to go through 4 things. 4 best practices. This first one is about subfolders for different bits of software. So in your inputs folder, we recommend that you have one folder per software. For example, do as what I've got on screen right now. I have, in my case, PSC and PSCAD. I have a PSC folder and I have a PSCAD folder. Inside PSC are PSC files, and inside PSCAD is PSCAD files. We wouldn't recommend having one big file with all of it all together. That just makes it a bit complicated to see what is various bits of software. And as you have more and more software that you are benchmarking on our platform, that will get quite confusing. The second best practices for file management is to have one case file. I'm picking on PSC here particularly, but it does apply for all platforms where you're using static studies. In this case, I have a pmin, qmax, pmin, qmin, pmin, qmin, but scrmin, and I have all these different case files. And if something changes in my design, say a transformer impedance changes, I have to remember to update all 4 files, and that is very prone to errors. We would recommend you have the case file or some representation of the true state or the physical state of the generating system, and use the Gridmo platform to derive your pmin, qmax, etc. cases as you need them. Continuing on with file management, let's go to an inputs folder inside the Gridmo directory. Remember, the inputs folder is where the engine finds models. We recommend the following structure. First of all, we have a top-level folder which represents your project. In this case, we can do Damien Solar Farm, or DSF. Inside that folder, we recommend having a series of subfolders where each folder is a complete snapshot of all models that you use to generate any outputs that you create. For example, I might create a folder which is V1, just meaning version 1. Inside the version 1 folder, I would then copy across my PSC and PSCAD subfolders, which instead have the Damien Solar Farm model in it. If I was to make substantial changes to the model, maybe the transfer impedance has changed, and I wanted to kind of solidify that as a new variant of the model, I would copy and paste this, update the version, and then I would go in and change it. How do we do that file and model management, though, in the Gridmo web app? Well, I'll switch across to the web app now, and I've loaded myself a generic WEX Solar AMO-DMAT template. I've gone to the Globals tab, and I've deleted out most of the global variables other than the ones I want to discuss here purely so it can be shown easier on video. There's 4 key paths to discuss for this template, and that is PSC and PSCAD file paths. You'll notice at the very bottom there is a global called gfpath prefix. This is appended onto the front of all the different file paths in our templates. And I'll set up an example here of how we recommend you use this. For the file path prefix, we recommend this is how Gridmo should get to your top level PSC or PSCAD folder for the latest version. So that would be, in this case, DSF/V1. Or if I had actually now made that change to V2 that I described before, V2 would be the latest, like that. Now, these case files and workspace files start from this V2 directory. So this would be PSC, because I had a PSC folder. And then it was Damien sf.sav. Likewise, the DYR was Damien solarfarm.dyr. And the workspace file, in this case, was PSCAD. It was that one, Damien SF workspace dot PSWX. The advantage of setting up the templates in this way means, let's say the solve to transform impedance has changed again on us. That would then go to V3 once I've updated the model, and I could then rerun using the scenario tab, and it would automatically update to that new variant in the model. That's all I would need to change to rerun a new PSC and or PSCAD model. Thanks for watching.